folks, welcome back to the free 1986 Honda GL1200 Interstate Goldwing. And let's see, guys, I haven't been sitting around. We've been riding this puppy. What do we got now? 60,366 miles. So yeah, I remember I said I had a lot of work to do to it. Instead of getting all the work done, I've just been riding. But I am starting to get the work done now. One of the things that we talked about before, if you remember, I did a compression test on the engine and I was a little upset. Compression tester. Not 100% accurate, but it'll get us pretty close. Now, let me see where you're at. Yeah. Maybe we can do it like that. There's something, I got some carb cleaner or something on the lens of that thing, so it's a little blurry, but let's hope we get, now I got all my spark plugs out all the way around, just so you know. And let's hope we can get to at least 150. Hold your throttle wide open. Oh, it jumped a little bit there in the end, but that's about it. Okay. That's funny I said that because that's what I was hoping for. So a smidge under 150. I'd rather see much more than that, but I'll take that for a couple years. That'll get me down. Did you guys see that? I didn't even look in the camera. I hope you saw it. Well, you'll see. Let's go to number 3. We got just a little smidge under 150 there, and you saw I just ran it, so this is actually warm. And that would make sense why it smokes a little bit. Maybe the rings are a little warm, but I'll take 150 all day long. I'd rather see 180. All right, let's see. Can we see that again? Here, I'll try to hold it. All right, this is cylinder number 3 here. Let me switch hands. All right, 130. Okay, that's not what we want to see. It's a little low, and it shouldn't be that much different than the other one. And I'm going to say that's most likely valve related, which I'm going to be taking care of now. The front, that one, number 1 came out really good at 150, and the rest of them were around 130, which is way lower than I'd like to see. But this bike runs awesome, man. It's got a lot of power. It doesn't miss. You know, doesn't really add up, but it is what it is. So I've been running Marvel Mystery Oil in the fuel, and I put some in the oil and what have you. And I'm thinking maybe just from it sitting, the rings could be stuck a little bit, and also the valves are probably carboned up. You know, it had old plugs in it. They were a little carboned when I got it. So I figured I'd burn all that stuff off. And sure enough, it made a world of difference. I just did a test here, and on the front cylinder, we gained 10 PSI. We're at 160 now. And as you can see, I'll pop up the picture here. The other cylinders I tested, and they're up to 140 now. So yeah, we've gained 10 PSI by doing the Marvel Mystery Oil, and I'm going to keep doing it. I'll see how many miles that is since I started that. It's probably been, I don't know, 400 or 500 miles of it, maybe, something like that. And it's really paying off, and of course it responds better and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, that just buys me a little time. Eventually, if, you know, so the other thing we decided was that, hold on one second. All right, I didn't want to have to scream over the mower. As soon as I started the camera, the guy on the mower comes around. But anyway, you remember originally I said, and you can catch some of this in the big plans and change of plans videos I did on this bike. But I was going to do all this work. I was going to go ahead and pull the motor and do the stator and clutch and all that, tear the bike apart, repaint it and everything. And then once I started checking it out, you know, and I found the low compression and everything,
I said, you know what, I better I better work the bugs out of this thing a little bit and do some checking before I dump all this time and money in it. And I already knew it needs some things, you know, but that bothered me a little bit, that low compression. So if I can keep it 140, 150 or up, which I think it'll actually keep going up, just because of the mileage and the way it runs and what have you. So if I can hold that off a while, we're just going to try to ride it as much as we can this year. I've already done some stuff to it, as you guys know. I haven't done everything I said I was going to do because I've been riding every chance I get. But I got a shop full of bikes, you know, springs here, and customers are really keeping me busy. Been working sometimes 7 days a week, just trying to keep up with the demand, so I don't have a lot of time to work on my own stuff. But I did throw that Marvel Mr. Oil in there and then rode the heck out of it. The fork seals are ordered and should be here any day. So I definitely got to do that. And I definitely am going to put a new front tire on it. And I'd like to get the belts done. They supposedly were done recently, or well, not recently, but it doesn't have many miles since they've been done. But I'm just for my own peace of mind, I'm just going to go ahead and throw them on there. You can get good Gates belts for like 45 bucks a pair. So that's what I'm going to do. And then just, you know, there's really not much else it needs. That's just to get it where I feel it's like really safe. Do brakes. I already did the back tire, do front tire. Definitely, you know, there's no oil in the forks right now. So it just dives down. It's not real bad, but it's bad enough. But anyway, that's coming in a few days. We'll get that done. And I'm going to grab a front tire for it, like we talked about before. And then that's really about all it needs as far as safety-wise. I'm not having any stator trouble or anything. My plug's not melted or any of that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to keep an eye on it. Eventually, I'm going to get a gauge and put on here so I can really watch what's going on. But other than that, the bike really don't need much. I just want to know that I got, you know, the fork seals and a good front tire on it, so I can go down the road. We want to go to the beach and do a couple other things like we talked about. But anyway, I pulled it in here just to do compression tests to see where I was at, since I've been trying that treatment and what have you. And I'll get you a better update. But when this thing turned over 60,000, well, I stopped right before it at 59,999. Then I stopped to get it 60,000 even. And I just thought that was cool, so I'll add that in here to the video, either now or somehow I'll get that in here. But hey guys, we're going to get another radio. This one's really nice quality, but it's probably from like the 80s or something. Or great radio, but the source button doesn't work. The CD player ain't working, whatever. So we're going to grab like another Bluetooth cheap one, marine one to throw in there. Because right now we get like one station and you can't turn it off and on, and the auxiliary don't work, yada, yada, yada. But yeah, we love listening to the radio while we're cruising and stuff. So, all right. So anyway, if the thing lasts, and sorry about this review video, I'm so busy. I'd like to do better videos, but I'm having to pop them out here the best I can and what have you. So, you know, there will be some better ones soon. But if this thing works out this riding season and everything's good, then I may put some time and money into it this winter and do the custom paint and yank the motor and do some, you know, some preventive maintenance, so to speak, and all that. So, all right, guys. Hey, once again, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for following along. If you're not aware, I'm trying to do a series. A customer gave me this Goldwing, and what I'd like to do is do a series of, you know, from the day I got it, riding it, fixing it, troubleshooting problems we've had, customize it, make it my own, and document some trips. I want to take some long trips on it, you know, running a vintage Goldwing across the United States and things like that. So stay tuned. We'll get there. We'll get there. And if you don't know, and you can catch all the other videos, they're on the playlist. It did leave me sitting when we first got it, but it was just because the fuel pump had it. I think it sat a long time, and we started using it, and the thing gave up. You can see, it's a shame, but I was pretty aggravated, 100 degrees one day, and I was there tapping on that thing, trying to keep it running to get us home and what have you. So anyway, that's about it. Fuel pump left the sitting, but other than that, the bike's been flawless. All right, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more, and peace out.